Hi, everybody. Hey, how you doing? Sorry if the audio and video are slightly off a little bit. I don't know why. I tried to fix that. It was way worse, and I've been tinkering, but hopefully it isn't. Hopefully, maybe close to. Anyways, hi everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy chat room. Let's see. One second, if I can bring you guys up on this, just so I can say. Yeah, there you go. And will this. Hold on. I have to do everything manually. It's pathetic. There we go. Close this out. Bink. There you are. Hi. Look at that. What's happening? I made the mistake. I'm wearing a green shirt today, and it's actually with this camera, it's able to pop it out a little bit. This is just the laptop camera. But like, I was like, it was. I tried a bunch of things earlier, and it was like orange and gray and blah blah blah. So it was a lot of tinkering this morning just to get the show going. And anyways, hi. Hope everything is in time. Hope it's not driving everybody too crazy. All that kind of stuff. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Patreon.com/HalSparks, Twitch, and things. There you go. And this camera desperately wants to stay out of focus. So if that gets annoying, I apologize. Hopefully I'll be able to fix it by this afternoon. But I have a show at Flappers tonight in Burbank. Lovely, sunny downtown Burbank, which is quite frankly overcast today. It's very, very overcast. Very cool, gray day in Los Angeles, in Los Angeles. And good morning. And why is the chat room not moving? It should move in this particular sense. Where are you going? This one's moving, but you're not moving. I didn't understand. Let me try and reload it. Perhaps. Let's see if that comes in. Hi, look at that. It's waiting for new messages. It actually isn't. There you are. Then it popped back in. EDNY is making an announcement at 1 p.m. Yes, we'll cover that later this afternoon, no doubt. Because it'll happen after I'm off the air this morning. And I mean, obviously, Trump has gotten a heads up that he's getting another dose in the very near future, and I'll show you why. Because hold on. This is wait, where is he? This it is. So this is true. This is Trump's SoCal, Troth Central, and on Troth Central, he's been wigging out in all caps nonstop. Well, actually stop, because there's a couple of times when I don't know why, he chose to write the same shit in regular, he's misspelling everything. There's stolen again. We get to the bread, the bread that he has singularly made famous. Let's see. This was the most recent one because he's flipping out about Fox News. If Fox would finally admit that there was large-scale cheating and irregularities in the 2020 presidential election, which would be a good thing for them and for America, the case against them, comma. He's a comma chameleon right now. I don't know why all the commas. He's just... There should be emotional pauses here. I'm not just yelling, which should not have existed at all. Would be greatly weakened. Back up those patriots at Fox instead of throwing them under the bus, and they are right. There is so much proof, like mass ballot stuffing caught on government cameras, FBI colluding with Twitter and Facebook, state legislators not used, etc. Etc., of course, in lowercase. I guess just for variety? Is that what we're doing? And then it's got an ad, a lot of, and then his book with letters comes out that he apparently didn't get clearance from people to release these letters. And I guess if you're writing a piece of shit like Donald Trump, just assume he is going to monetize anything you give him in the future because he's going to need to. But this is a letter he got in 1987 from Richard Nixon. My new book is almost here! Exclamation point. In 1987, President Richard Nixon wrote to me that when I decided to run for office, I will be victorious. Read this letter and many, many more in Letters to Trump. Order your copy today. And then this is the Dear Donald. I did not see the program, I did not see the program, but Mrs. Nixon told me that you were great on the on the Donahue show. As you can imagine, she is an expert on politics, and she predicts whenever you decide to run for office, you will be a winner. With warm regards, sincerely, Dick. It's weird that it says Mr. Donald Trump down here, like it's his, like he wrote it to himself, right? Like, wouldn't it be sincerely Richard Milhouse Nixon? Wouldn't it? Whatever. We're gonna find out half these letters are forgeries, anyways. It'd be beautiful. All the ones from dead people. Dick. So the Democrats are allowed to cheat on Ed Rig with 2 G's. Rig. A presidential election, and they want to indicate Republicans for a campaign violation. This is classic. And they want to indict Republicans for a campaign violation. Okay, this is classic. I feel like Don Jr. wrote that one in a Coke binge, don't you? And then he goes after Ron DeSantis being held up by Karl Rove and Jeb Bush. By the way, these are pictures that they chose to cartoon around, and yet whoever this is, Brock Smith, had to write their names just so, executive guy, so you know who they are. The assumption being that it's DeSantis in the main one, but who the hell are those guys? Like, oh, and this is fun. So this is, I mean, can we just enjoy the panic attack? Can we, please? Do you mind? Excellent. Rhino Bill Barr was a terrible, lethargic, I don't understand why he was coked out of his fucking gourd every morning. What the shit? Attorney General. Jeanine Pirro was a great district attorney. Fox News shouldn't put Barr on anymore. What he says is meaningless. Just another pathetic coward. Hashtag the best people. I think this is in the like the get ready room, the extended green room at Fox. Because I've been in this room a long time ago. They didn't have the Keurig when I was there. That's how long it's been. And then this is very weird. I just filled a financial. Filled. Just, you can't. It's not. How come the shit I just filled? Oh, you can't. I mean, come on. It's the gift that. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I just filled a financial disclosure form, which asks very general questions, and under which very little can be gleaned. And the fake New York Times just ripped me. They said I had a lot of debt. You can't glean that from what I wrote. God damn it. What do you... It was a drive-by gleaning. I've been gleaned. I've been violently gleaned. Why, who's gleaning? Who's zooming who? He can't spell covfefe. I know. This is... This is so good. It's just so... It's such a nice morning. It's a good Monday, isn't it? Some Mondays are certainly better than others. From which I love... Okay, you know how he always says he did perfect phone calls? And I've told you guys multiple times, the reason he says it's a perfect phone call is because he said all the crimey shit without actually saying the crimey shit. You understand what I mean? Like he'll say like, Rudy's gonna tell you what I need from you, but I think it'd be great and good for your country if you looked into this kind of thing, and he'll give you the details. And then when Rudy shows up, the details are, you're not getting arms unless you go after my opponent, right? So he thinks it's a perfect phone call because he left out all the incriminating shit while still given the good old winky nod. So same thing. Like how could they glean anything from this? I filled a financial disclosure form which asks very general questions and under which very little can be gleaned. And the fake New York Times just ripped me. They said I have a lot of debt, which I don't. Refuse to discuss my great assets or my cash position, which is big and very underlevered. Cash position, underlevered. He's toying with the words there. And of course, always takes a shot at Truth Social. Yeah, because it's a dump and it's sinking and it's basically a criminal money laundering adventure you're on, yet one in a series, whatever. And where I'm able to get the word out like never before. Yes, to a crowd smaller than you've ever had. I don't know what the shit. Oh, it's so good. As soon as I speak on Truth, the word immediately spreads everywhere. I don't know why word is in caps. MAGA! What does he mean under leverage? It means he has debt against his cash position, which you don't have cash if you're leveraged. That's about your... I don't know. Again, he just knows... whatever. He knows the real estate buzzwords, but he has no idea how they actually apply to his money, if he has any at all. And then he goes on these RSBN and there's a video. We might have to watch that later. Like he's a fucking box. Wait, is this the footage from him leaving? Hold on. I got to turn the audio off because I can't hear what it is. Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, this is at a rally or some shit in slow motion. Oh no, it's not at a rally. He's just going to he's going to the UFC or some shit. Like, look, oh shit, Trump's here, whatever. Oh wait, why is he posting a fucking picture thing of it? These are the prosecutors that Merrick Garland and hopeless Joe Biden. Like he can't settle on a Sleepy Joe doesn't work. So hopeless Joe, shoeless Joe, I don't know. Have illegally unleashed on me. All right, whatever. In order to interfere with the upcoming 2024 presidential election. They don't want me to get the nomination. You should capitalize nomination. Why not? Sure. Because they know I won twice, did much better the second time, and I'm also leading Biden big in the polls. No. And how would you like to be simultaneously fighting this group of thugs, radical leftist, Marxists, racists, and lunatics? But it's what I do to make America great again. It's 3 black ladies and one white dude. What does that tell you? And then he retruths people who are like, hey, the winner is gonna win. I'm going with food allergy. I don't know what's happening here. Also, what is that picture behind you? It's very strange. A glass of milk, a circle of cut pineapple, and a dab of cottage cheese in the middle. And is it an imaginary meal that Tom Fitton has every day? Good Lord. Yeah. Anyway, so that's and he loves him some Tom Fitton because he thinks Tom Fitton is a lawyer. And then the NRA true Biden is guilty of obstruction. 1850 boxes unchecked, many found in Chinatown, heavy on classified documents. He's been totally uncooperative, won't show docs. I went to the president. went by the Presidential Records Act, have right to declassify it, did nothing wrong, but was purposely given by DOJ by the Trump-hating lunatic prosecutor Jack Warthog Smith, who is a harasser and abuser in order to obstruct and interfere with the 2020. Biden obstructed with thousands of boxes loaded classified, many stored in Chinatown. You hear nothing about it. Why? Because it's not. They're not stored in an unsecure facility that he rents out to people. You dolt. Anyways, hi. Yeah, 1,000 people in the chat room, and it's good to see you. Good morning. Happy Monday. Whew. A lot of... What the fuck is he talking about? This is what you would call a spiral downward. This is what you would call in classic terms, a panic attack. And it's just the start. And it's going to get worse. And everyone around him knows this. And please support the show, patreon.com/HalSparks, Super Chat, or I think that's Venmo over there, and whatnot. And there might be the PayPal on this one if I go way back. It rotates through. It's a very curious thing. Meanwhile, hi, everybody. Every time I bring the screen up on the chat, it like freezes in place, and I'm not quite sure why. It's very strange. It's brutal. All right. Hopefully everything's working out okay. But anyways, stolen is obviously the bread is trending this morning because stolen. There it is. There you can make easy stolen bread without yeast. Unka-dookie. Yeah, so everybody's... If Fox... And this was the, him flipping out about Fox. Those hilarious new comedians rigged and stolen will tell jokes about the 2020 election at the Palm Beach Resort buffet tonight. No cover charge. Yeah, I mean, it's a constant ad for fruitcake. Yeah. Stolen. Ted Lieu is trending. Good old Ted Lieu. Bud Light was praying for a fresh week, but then Ted Lieu posted this. Just keep it. Oh, because everybody's having a Bud Light just to mess with them. Fake photo op with it. Ted Lieu mocked for stage photo op posted with Adam Schiff and others drinking Bud Light bottles. Now, I think they did that on purpose. Yeah, it was staged. They got some beers. They took a picture. They're fucking with you, dum-dum. They don't even drink Bud Lights. This is bullshit. I don't even... Oh, fuck. Like, oh, God. These guys can't even... They can't have anything nice. I mean, you gotta enjoy the right and hyper-left slacktivist crowd just can't fucking help themselves. They can't not throw a monkey wrench into everything. Have you guys been following the TYT drama with the hyper lefties going after them and them pushing back again? Like Ted Lieu fucking Wax is great. Because it's pretty sweet. The fact that I'm holding a beer like a wine glass. No, he's holding it so you can see the label, stupid. Ted Lieu is fucking with you. That's it. Super Heavy. Is this about the Metallic album? No. Integrated Star. Oh, SpaceX. These are the Super Heavy and Starship expected trajectories. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so this is the Super Heavy's the rocket base for it. There, no launch today. Continuing the countdown as a dress rehearsal until the final seconds. Excellent. Starship orbital launch attempt happening in 6 hours. Let's go. Nope. Apparently not. SpaceX scrub plans for its first test launch of its gargantuan methane-powered Super Heavy Starship rocket, pausing the countdown for at least 48 hours after issues arose. Must be the Texas power grid. House Judiciary Committee, they're meeting in New York today, so this is one of the big stupid things, is that Jim Jordan brought everybody to New York so they could see all the crime and hit the strip clubs and go have some food and visit Soho and go shopping and go to Times Square and visit their friends at Fox News and go to Central Park and dick around on the public dime. Yeah, so and Nadler and all these guys are like, this is just a Trump protection racket. So they're having it here, and and what they did was they brought in like gun crime victims and the like, and basically are using them, exploiting them so that they can go, why are they? There's all this violent crime in New York, and they're not even bothering to blah 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 blah. And arguably the complaint is that Alvin Bragg does not prosecute violent crime the way he should, but because he's anti prison, he wants to defund prisons or get rid of them or release criminals out of the street or empty the jails, drop the prison population by 50%, all that kind of, all those talking points. And the issue, I think, that Trump would be benefiting from that policy, which they are allegedly against. You can't tell people, like, you got to put criminals in jail, except that guy. I like him. Yeah, that's the issue. So it's a, it's rather ham-handed, let's just say. Mom's demand, Simon speaking outside the house, she's meeting with Jim Crow, Jordan, Eric Butcher outside there. But yeah, so they're meeting outside and telling these people to basically piss off. It's amazing how Republicans hate and shit on New York, but they can't not go there. Any excuse to go to New York, even though allegedly it is a violent mess, right? So why, how wouldn't you just zoom it in because it's too dangerous? Why is Lori Lightfoot trending? Because what? Good Lord. Lori Lightfoot is now on her way out. Chicago be getting worse under the new vows. Marxist mayor, direct, whatever. Untouchables remake where Lori Lightfoot plays Capone. New Chicago mayor on Teens Detroit. It's not constructive to demonize youth who have been deprived. They traded in one. Out awfuls even Lori Lightfoot and yeah, okay. Yeah, this is fucked up, by the way. Not a good thing. Like, you don't have to defend this at all. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why you would even bother. You can say this is wrong and also deal with, like, unfair practices in policing and stuff like that, right? You can, right? You don't have to be okay with people, like, looting stores or wrecking buses and destroying cars and shit like that. Why do they think they're aligned at all? As a matter of fact, I would argue that there is something inherently racist in that thought form that create a homogenous belief about a group and go, well, of course they're gonna, you have to cut them some slack because you can't expect people to behave any other way, which is just weird. Of course you can. Lori Lightfoot so happy she hasn't got to figure this shit out anymore. Right. Yeah, I honestly, the reasoning behind that is very strange. There again, this almost goes into our conversation about how, like, trenders are not the problem of transgender people. You're not on, just because members of your group do something, you're not on the hook for that group, and making you on the hook for it by saying, well, this is a general problem when it's a specific group of people is kind of dickish. Indica sativa. If anyone needs a handy guide for the difference between indica and sativa, it's what? What? Ugh. I swear to God, no PJs in my morning sativa wake and bake. Can you tell? I swear to God, it looks like something from The Last of Us. vintage quality lighter watch. That's very impressive. That is nice. It's good for like. It's a great way if you're at a concert and you're a little bored. Like, yeah, my favorite song, but I gotta get up in the morning, so psst, wrap it up. By the way, that doesn't look good. That looks dangerous. That looks like a cat turd. Put out that dog rocket. You know, eating edibles and whatnot. Kids, I don't get it. I'm not gonna get it. I appreciate that it has medicinal uses for some people, and I absolutely am for it being decriminalized and the like. But it's a shit way to spend your life. And I am HO, and I know people are gonna hate me for that, but that's I don't know. I guess pot makes you hateful. Fucking with you. Just relax. Mississippi. Today's mass shooting left at least one police officer and several others injured following a shooting near a surf shop in Mississippi. Yeah, like there's been a bunch of pop-offs, especially lately, because it's like certain people just wait for the trigger point. A man was arrested in Mississippi after officers caught him trying to hide a gun inside a quesadilla. A gun and what looks like a pipe. Okay. Some are jailed in Mississippi for a month without a lawyer. Court just barred that. Good. Okay, more quesadilla stories. Do you know Mississippi has 2 Soros back? Okay, bye. I love how they've Soros prosecutors to Soros backed because they were elected by people in the district. Blues paid $50 to photograph alleged worth every penny with a bunch of Bud Lights on the table. It's just terrible. What a crazy Mississippi is a strange place. I will say that. Overpaid. I think this is the argument for anybody who, let's see, Eagles got no cap space, Giants overpaid, Jones, Commanders didn't get Lamar. Oh, I see. It's just people getting mad because sports figures that aren't from your area are paid a lot of money to pretend they're from your area so that people can say, we won. What? The View is trending. It's often trouble when The View is trending, I will say. Congress absolutely can and should police the Supreme Court. Okay, we have a Supreme Court justice. Oh, okay, because Katie's on there. We have a Supreme Court justice who's telling us he couldn't figure out the laws that apply to him. These are simple disclosure rules. Agreed. 2 male lines taken in The View. What he doesn't play when it comes to women's reproductive rights. Releases Joy Reid, calls her message out. What? Fox has signed a 3-year, $40 million deal for Roseanne Barr to run a morning show opposite The View. Oh, right. Elon Musk threatens legal action against Sunny Hostin of The View. Why? Because she pointed out that he's a pump and dump lunatic and who borrows the intelligence of other people and uses nerd buzzwords like first principles and just tells everybody, make the thing. Stored footage of 1911 from New York, from the view of New York City from the top of the iconic Flatiron Building. Back when there was a murder and there was no DNA, there was no CSI, there was no nothing. It was just like, well, I guess we'll never know. That's it. That was the end of it. Lots of the View is, and then that gets carried away. It'll go an Apple Card. I don't know why that's trending. God knows. It's probably because it's good. They're now starting day. Apple Card users will now be able to create a savings account with a high yield APY of 4.15%. Holy shit! There are no fees, no minimum deposit, no minimum balance requirements. That's a lot. That's a high. That people are going to be dumping money into that. That's weird. That's a very high rate of return on a savings account. We can choose to grow their daily cash rewards with a savings account from Goldman Sachs. We're excited. Okay, so they're partnering with it. Goldman Sachs, by the way, I think I've told you guys this, that just for, I don't know, just for perspective, $5 trillion worth of financial exchanges, money passing from buyer to seller and seller to buyer, goes through the computers at Goldman Sachs every single day. 5 trillion every day. They don't get to keep it all, obviously, but the exchange of money that goes through there, 5 trillion. And believe me, there's a percentage in, guarding it as it goes through, because that's kind of, there's a bunch of things that Goldman Sachs gets paid for, but one of the biggest ones is, while my money goes from here to here, make sure it doesn't go anywhere else. Or if it goes anywhere else, in the milliseconds it's sitting someplace, it's going someplace that will make me money on it. That's the thing. Now less than 2 minutes to sign up. Apple wants to be your bank. The new Apple Card savings account is now available to sign up for in the wallet with no minimum deposit. That is a lot on that interest rate. That's kind of wild. With industry-leading interest rate, I'll say everywhere else is like 1.2% at a regular bank. Shit, I don't know what David's Bridal is, and I'm scared to look. Sorry, 2 days after it announced it was laying off more than 9,000 workers, David's Bridal has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, is looking for a buyer. Joe's plan to liquidate assets and walk away with a fat payday while 9,000 lose their. David's Bridal. Okay. I am not even aware of this store, so I'm sure it's the end of the world. Vote no. There's pretty much all next to it. Vote no. No. Oh, this is Australia. There's something they're playing down there. Like I've got something they're voting on. I don't know. The No campaign's official slogan, "Don't know, vote no," is telling. The goal seems to be sowing doubts when convincing people they should vote against the Voice on that basis. Negative feedback loop. Nonprofit, nonpartisan economic research firm Grand Canyon Institute, the economic impact of Tempe's development deal with Arizona Coyotes will be met with a drain, not a net gain on city coffers. Cost benefit of Tempe's Coyotes deal doesn't pencil out. When has a professional team's deal on paper or anywhere else actually worked out? And by the way, hold on a second. Hello, chat room. Good to see you. Good morning. Victory soon. I agree. We'll talk to Wednesday. Yeah, goddamn, this guy is right. Wednesday we will be talking to Philip Ittner, about what's going on, like the spring offensive. It may be, they may be testing the waters right now as we speak. So there's a lot going on. And then of course Nadler is trending because of his speech, I think, in New York. There are 4 people directly responsible for my son's murder, and until there's justice for murder, there'll be no peace. None. Until there's justice for the murder of my son, there will be no peace. Well, what she means is retaliations, I'm fairly certain, unfortunately. because it's yeah. All right, so those are the oops, oh dear. There's a little and Kevin McCarthy, because he just said that they're gonna have to make a deal on the um they're going to try and cut work benefits and poverty benefits to balance the budget on the backs of poor people who are, slacking. They're not pulling their weight. And if we're going to raise the debt ceiling, we're going to do it for, you know, Trump adding a new backsplash to nuclear weapons instead of making sure that kids who aren't responsible if their parents are assholes go hungry. I thought David's Bridal was already bankrupt. Great prices on dresses, but kill you in alterations. My sister bought a T-length dress for $200, but the alterations it was $500. Yeah, well that's exactly it. You get the base model. It's like a car. Same thing with like tuxedos. Speaking of the New York Stock Exchange, it proposes work requirements for government benefits. I mean, this is the same shit we've heard forever. Stu Peters is still mad. Kevin McCarthy at Fox News is still hiding 41,000 hours of unreleased footage. Yeah, because they're getting other maggots longer sentences, dummy. They're not releasing them because it's not exculpatory, and they're gonna get sued. We're going to live in Republicans. Oh, and this is so this is, where is this? Here you go. We'll just go to it. This is, we're going to live in reality where Republicans nix Kevin McCarthy's plan to slash food aid. They're not listening to him. The showdown between Speaker Kevin McCarthy and President Joe Biden is coming up as debt ceiling and budget battles approach. Biden released his budget publicly, but the Republicans thus far have no plan of their own, nor will they. They're gonna talk about stuff. They are not going to actually put it on paper. Once it's on paper, then they got to go on Fox News and somebody holds it up and Brett Baer fucks with them and then it's terrible. So they're just gonna yammer about it. He's just gonna say these things in public. But that's how they get around actually having to do any goddamn work. Separately, as you and I discussed earlier, I look forward to talking with you about our nation's economic and fiscal future, Biden said to Letterman McCarthy. But for that conversation to be productive, we should both tell the American people what we are for. It's been a month. According to those that have seen McCarthy's plan, the Republican claim there are loopholes that are allowing people to buy things that Republicans don't like. The reality is that SNAP benefits make up just 1.9% of the federal budget, said the Center for Economic and Policy Research. It helps elderly seniors, people with disabilities, and families with children. The Center on Budget and Policy Priorities explained children under age 18 constitute nearly half of all SNAP participants. Politico reports Sunday that, and again, half of SNAP, like if you read that, and people will, Republicans will read this sentence and say half of American children are getting SNAP benefits, and that's not right. Not that half of the people that get SNAP benefits are kids, half of kids get SNAP benefits. That they will absolutely, and they do regularly, make that flip-flop in their head to, I guess, to project. Oh, I don't even know that. I think they're just doing it because they're stupid. But they seem to think, oh my God, that's an incredible amount of money. And there aren't that many poor people in the country. That kind of shit. And so, which there aren't. So they react to their own internal straw man in their head. So it's fucking stupid. Anyways. Who are likely aware of the inflated cost of food. I'm sure it won't be easy. Let's see. They want to slash food aid to poor families. Still, it's not sitting well with Republican colleagues. I'm sure it won't be easy, said John Thune, who explained his party will get a second bite of the apple in 2023 during a fight over the farm bill. The report also cited a GOP Senate aide who was granted anonymity so that they could be less diplomatic. I mean, Godspeed, get what you can. We're going to be living in reality over here. Told the site he doesn't, the Senate Agriculture Committee told the site he doesn't think something like that would make it through a 60-vote filibuster-proof majority. Agreed. It's not going to. It's just stupid. But he also said that he doesn't think make it through McCarthy's House either, given the narrow margins. In a country with an open fight over forced birth, Republicans are being criticized for making people have children they can't afford. I see. Okay. The underline threw me off. Can't afford it. And then ripping away any assistance for the child. In some cases, the women forced to give birth aren't making it, leaving behind a single income family. Maternal mortality rose by 40% at the height of the pandemic, according to new data released by the Center for Disease and Prevention. The problem with House Republicans that they are facing is that the budget is heavy with things that people like, such as Social Security, healthcare, military, veterans, transportation, education. Anything not mentioned in those categories is less than 1% of federal spending, as displayed in the chart from the U.S. Department below. Yeah, 19% is spent on Social Security, 15% health, and again, this is becoming deflationary as well. National defense as well. Net interest on the debt is 8%. Transportation, other veterans benefits is 4%. General government is very low. Fuck off, Temu. Don't buy that shit. Okay. There you go. So they're going to try this. It's going to stink. They're going to lose the fight because there are more, in deference to my original home state, white trash on food assistance, that there are black people in the entire country. And so their whole myth about welfare queens and blah, blah, blah is not going to fly. Meanwhile, Trump, by the way, in his flip out that we looked at earlier on Truth Social, is just do it. Just back me in this. It'll be good. Everyone will love you. You'll lose the lawsuit, and you'll lose $1 billion, but do it for me. Former President Donald Trump on Monday offered Fox News some new advice in its legal battle against Dominion, namely double down. This is Fox News is in big trouble if they don't expose the truth on cheating in the 2020 election. They should do what's right for America. When Rupert Murdoch says there was no cheating in light of the massive proof that was there, it is ridiculous and very harmful to the Fox case. Perhaps we should say that he just didn't know, but that is hard to believe. Rupert, just tell the truth and good things will happen. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen. Rigged and stolen. Yeah. You know it. So does everyone else. No, it wasn't. It was not. It was not rigged and stolen. He lost. He's a loser. He lost the popular vote the first time. It's no surprise that he lost it the second time, and the Electoral College, because everybody wised up, and there weren't 75,000 faux-aggressive nudniks, TYT fans, who went, fuck her. Maybe I'll vote for him. I'll show them Susan Sarandon is right. And that threw it to them. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. He's shouting into a paper bag. Absolutely. They are the party of knows how they make money. The problem is their districts are full of people who desperately need this support. So it ain't gonna work. I mean, it's like the House Judiciary Committee bringing this shit to New York and not Bakersfield, which is far more dangerous per capita than New York. Okay, another thing. There was where was it? I'm gonna scroll through there. So there's a guy. This guy Matthew Colangelo. No relation to Lamangelo or Orangelo, who's been after Trump for years and they never took the leash off. A little-known lawyer in New York has long been the thorn in Donald Trump's side, pressing deeper with every passing year by taking down his scammy charity, blocking his presidential policies, investigating his finances, grilling his annoyed son with questions, and finally indicting the former president last month. Matthew Colangelo, after years of relentlessly aggressive work, is finally on Trump's personal radar and that of his most combative MAGA allies who painted a target on his back in recent weeks. Colangelo, who pursued Trump while at the New York Attorney General's office, joined the Department of Justice after Trump's exit from the White House. He recently left the DOJ to join Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's team of prosecutors pursuing criminal charges against Trump that threatened to brand him the first ever American president turned felon. By the way, this is specifically the guy he was talking about when he was like, they're filling people up with these Trump-hating folks. Or this is who he means. He means this Colangelo guy. Trump zeroed in on him on the Truth Social post on Monday, April 3rd. Bresley labeling a top Democrat DOJ official right on cue. Jim Jordan fired off a letter later that week making an unprecedented request that the prosecutor who's actively working on an open criminal investigation show up and testify and explain and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's so stupid. Like, he's a pro. He knows what he's doing. He's on to Trump, and Trump's just a dick, and that's that. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I can't see, I don't know why they're, Erica, thank you so much. Thank you, Suffocated by Cats, for resubscribing. Appreciate it. Grant, thank you so much. Good morning. Bald Thanos, hello. Who drinks light beer? Bill Maher. Karen Webster, thank you so much for the 666 super chat when we hit 666, helping us to buy that building. Victoria McCracken, no relation to Phil, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Victoria. Therese, thank you so much as well for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Facebook folks, spread the show. Let people know we're here. That really helps. Yeah, I'm sitting because it's just the nature of the size of the thing here. It's very strange. I'm used to like moving around. I'm getting very used to standing. After all, I am the guy who removed the chair from Talk Soup, if you'll recall. Everybody sat in the Talk Soup chair until I came along, and then I was like, I just feel like it's lazy or something. It's weird. I feel like standing. Can I stand? I would rather stand. I feel like I'm not working. This is weird. I had to cut my food assistance down to $23 per month while a neighbor in my building is still getting $150 a month with the same income. That's weird, Bald Thanos. That seems squirrely. Is that related to disability on their part or anything like that? Sorry about that. Anyways, let's go back to I love how like they use pictures like this of Biden all the time when he's like looking up trying to see somebody. They borrow that, like your slack face, and you just, I guess, folks, I guess it's the Instagram generation is going to have to come up with like always be ready to be filmed. It's going to create a generation of fucking posers because nobody can have slack face in this. So very stupid. So stupid that it's stupid or stupid. Hold on. And I'm nearly see-through. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Take this guy and do this thing. Let go. Nope, that's not it. Cancel. Go to this guy. No. Yes. Filters. Edit filters. There we go. Turn the similarity down. Maybe? I don't know. Am I becoming more see-through or less? I'm becoming more see-through. Shit. Okay. Turn this to the... Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to... Nope. Okay. Back down to here. That sucks. Okay. Here, I'll do it from this side. So I have a green outline. Let's see. Opacity percent raised by contrast a little bit. Yeah, why am I'm like a goose? What happened? Hold on. I'm doing my settings. Hope this clicking isn't annoying. hair is green, apparently. Bring the smoothness down. Bring the smoothness up. Maybe that'll. I don't know. I gotta work on this for later today. It's gonna annoy me. Let's see. That's a little better. There we go. All right, that'll have to do. I don't know why I was green. I mean, I'm wearing a green shirt. I'm kind of dicking with the green screen thing. Yeah, I'm checking my key. And then okay, Dominion lawsuit has got a little fun while I was fixing that. 1 second. Admin password, remote access, Dominion lies, voter fraud, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, horseshit. May or may not settle with Fox. Nobody on the outside really knows. These are these guys going, you could totally, if you hook this up to the internet, you could totally. Well, you can't hook it up to the internet. That's not the point. That's a little rough, Fox. Do you want to see Donald Trump be reelected? 61%. No. That's a Fox business poll. Shit. Oh, this is the whole like a white van arrives with the okay because they're delivering actual ballots from actual places where actual voters are. I mean, ultimately they're just flooding the whole like I don't know. Any agreement the Dominion case must include an agreement that Maria Bartiromo and Trump finally admit that she's hiding where he's hiding the rest of the classified documents. Trusted now more than ever. Totally. Elon Musk sat next to Rupert Murdoch at the Super Bowl just as he sat with Kushner, the Saudis, and the Russians at the World Cup. Yeah. I mean, Russia's where he gets all of his aluminum for the Chinese Teslas. He gets it really cheap. Yeah. Swearing on a box of wine. Come on now. All right, we're let's see. We're almost at the hour. I'm going to if you guys don't mind because the setup is a little wonky here. I'm going to bug out after just an hour this morning since we don't have a guest. Oh my gosh, Ray Ellen, thank you so much. Love the extreme close up. I can count your portions. Nice, thanks very much. When I lean in. I have okay skin for a 53-year-old dude. Wouldn't you say? But yeah, so I'm gonna bug out. I'll have a show this afternoon, and I'm gonna start it earlier than usual. So just so you know, because I have a kind of important meeting to get to. Wish me luck. And let's see if I gotta say okay. Time to. Okay, what's today's date? Tomorrow is this good? Excellent. Tomorrow works. Very exciting. Hold on. Businesses is in LA. It's good. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right with you. Just to talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Cynthia, thank you. Oh, that's very sweet. I wish me luck. It's maybe a turning point in a good way. Let's see. Excellent. Cool. Very exciting. Anyways, it's happy news. And I've got a show tonight at Flappers. So one of the reasons I'm going to start earlier today is so that I can get a full show in and still get over to Flappers in time to turn on the live stream of my show for Patreon subscribers. So lots of stuff today. It's a full day. It's one of those days where tomorrow I may not be able to speak, as you do. So, yeah. Anyways, if that's okay with you guys, I'm gonna tip out, and I will see you this afternoon at 2:00 Pacific time instead of 3. If that works for everybody, then I'll do it 2 to 4. If you can only watch it at the regular time, just it'll still be entertaining, and the news won't be out of date an hour later. I hope that's all right with you guys. Because schedule is schedule. But anyways, I have to say, it's nice to be in LA. Yeah, feels good. It's nice. Although it is easier to do my show in Vegas, it absolutely is. But I have fat to chew and many people to see, and I still want to be able to do a full show for you guys and the show for the patrons tonight. If you are in the area and you're in Los Angeles and you're a Patreon subscriber, you can bring yourself and a guest to the show tonight for free, as is true of any of my stand-up shows. And do I even tease that there are going to be some sexy liberal shows? Do I dare? I'm just saying, something's in the works. I'm working on it. I'm trying to expand on that, and it's been a lot. So anyways, love you guys. I will see you later on at 2:00 my time instead of 3. Take care of yourself and take care of somebody else, and much love. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.